the billion-dollar battle.
Fortnite Mobile got removed from the Apple App Store.
Fortnite is literally going through a lawsuit right now, and we need to free Fortnite.
A legal battle between Fortnite's owner, Epic Games, and Apple could upend the future for the tech giant. Here's what we know.
Epic's lawsuit is saying that some of Apple's conduct related to the App Store is unfair and anti-competitive. Apple, meanwhile, is saying that its contract was fair and that Epic just breached it because it wanted more money. But what happens in this trial is likely to have a broader impact on how Apple and maybe also Google use their app stores.
That broader impact could be a renewed discussion about antitrust abuses. While antitrust laws were created to limit monopolies, some argue that the Federal Trade Commission hasn't done enough to police major tech firms.
What's to stop Apple from increasing its commission to 50%?
Sir, we have never increased commissions in the store since the first day it operated in 2008.
Apple takes a 30% commission off sales of apps and in-app purchases.
Last year, Fortnite got sort of fed up with both Apple and Google. So Epic Games decided to offer its own payment processor that would let Fortnite users buy V-Bucks directly from them and not pay the 30% commission to Apple.
That goes against Apple's guidelines. So Fortnite gets pulled from the App Store, Epic Games sues Apple, then Apple fires back with a countersuit. It became, well, an epic battle. To fully understand this clash, it's important to know how the popular game works. Politico gamers explain.
Imagine the Hunger Games, except through cartoons, unicorn heads mounted on sticks. You basically get dropped on an island off of a giant bus, and then you have a certain amount of time to kill people either on the other team or in a battle royale of you versus 100.
And this is where the V-Bucks and the lawsuit come in.
You can also spend real money on V-Bucks, which are the in-game currency you use to buy like a special backpack, being able to show off your character's dance to other people. The thing is, none of this actually ends up affecting the actual gameplay. It allows your character to kind of distinguish yourself in other ways from other people.
The money at stake is a lot.
What's the business deal? We think we've got a great business deal for our developers.
In 2018, the company said it made $13.2 billion from transactions in its app store, and 63% of that came from game transactions. Apple considers Spotify, dating apps, and games to be digital goods that must use its in-app purchase system and pay the 30% fee. If you're getting in a ride from Uber, if you are renting someplace on Airbnb, they consider that a physical good and let those apps use their own payment processor.
Epic's decision to target Apple didn't happen overnight.
By excluding all competitors, they're inflating prices for consumers and they're excluding choice and breaking the fundamental mechanisms that keep an economy in balance, which is competition.
So Epic Games argues that Apple is a monopolist who is abusing its dominance over smartphones. Apple, however, argues that it's not a monopolist, that the appropriate market to look at is the game app transaction market.
Gaming companies realize they can make a lot of money just by offering game boost-ups, basically.
So let's talk about what the outcomes of this trial could be. A win for Fortnite would allow it to invalidate some of Apple's control over the App Store. A win for Apple, on the other hand, would definitely solidify its control over the App Store, which is the subject of antitrust investigations both here in the US and Europe.
For a long time, there was harmony, so to speak, between both parties and big tech, but Republicans are growing increasingly skeptical on the Hill of big tech for what they see as the conservative censorship. And liberals, too, are increasingly skeptical of this monopoly power of big tech companies like Apple.
A legal victory for Epic is far from certain. But a loss for Apple would be a major blow to its App Store, which brings in roughly $500 billion a year in sales.
And it could set the tone for future cases against the online tech giants and their control over digital marketplaces.